you're gonna learn today. Alright guys, welcome. So you want to learn how to create viral videos, whether it be a music video or feature film. The possibilities are endless. Here come a fucking dung now. You're gonna learn today. Right, so we're gonna start with Midjourney. Now Midjourney just released version 6.0, so the images are a lot more realistic. Firstly, we're gonna create an image. We're gonna bring the image into Magnifici.AI, where Magnifici.AI increases the resolution and adds details, make the image a bit more photorealistic. I mean, you can do crazy things like totally change the image as well with this application. As you can see, very cool, right? So based on these parameters, creativity, HDR, resemblance, and engine, that can slightly improve your image or it can drastically change your image. We're going to create the image first, we're going to bring it in here, we're not going to change it too much, we're going to keep it as realistic as possible. Then, if we want to add motion, we can use Runway ML. As you can see here, I've experimented a bit with these images, where I've just brushed the edges and prompted the brush just to move to the left slightly. You've got to be quite careful because, you know, if you're using the brush and doing drastic changes, that can really distort your image, distort the eyes, can have adverse effects that you don't want, right? Then finally, after that, we're going to bring the image into studio.d-id and create the avatar. So with this application, you need to create the avatar first. And then after you've created the avatar, you can either type the text or you can use text that you've made. And this is some of what I've gotten so far.
Hey, sorry, het jy dalk vir my 'n rand? Hey, sorry, het jy dalk vir my 'n rand?
And my bow. Okay. So I think we're going to choose the second one. So let's upscale this image. We're going to upscale. We're going to download the image and we're going to bring that into Magnifici.AI. So as you can see, I've already been experimenting with a few options here. This is the default setting. We haven't done anything, haven't made any changes. We're going to import our image. We don't want to go too crazy, go crazy with the creativity, HDR, resemblance. Each of these has quite huge impact on your image. So if I were to take the creativity all the way, we'd come up with something like this. Take an image of a tree, totally warp it into something completely different. Right, so we're just going to choose default settings. Everything on, you can see here, 0, 0, 0. And we're going to upscale, right guys, so as you can see, this is the before and after. Bit more detail, a bit more texture in the skin, looks a bit more realistic. And we're going to import that into D-ID. In D-ID, we're going to click on create new video. First thing we're going to want to do is create an avatar. So we're going to select the image that we've just created. And there's two options that you can choose from. You can either create a script or you can upload an audio. What I've done is I already created the audio and we're just gonna incorporate that into the image and bring the image to life. But there's other options. You can choose English, you can change the language, you can choose different ethnicities. There's a lot of variety that you can choose from. Choose male voice, female voice, maybe they'll have like aliens and things like that in the future. We're gonna choose audio that we have created, right? And my bow. Right, so that's the voice that we're going to use. We're going to generate video, and let's see what happens. This guy looks very concerned. He's going to tell you something very important. And my bow. And with Runway ML, we can bring the landscapes to life. As you can see, sometimes the effect is a bit too much, so what we would most likely do is just use the beginning part. So when you've combined the different elements together, you can truly make magic. Let's do one more image, right guys? So we've got the talking characters aspect sorted. Let's experiment a bit with let's add some motion to a scene. So I'm thinking let's create an army of orcs in Cape Town. Then we're going to use Runway ML to bring the image to life. So let's see what we can get. So this is the result we've gotten. Pretty amazing. I like this fourth one. Let's use that. So we're going to upscale the fourth image. We're going to download that image, then bring that into Magnifici.AI once again. Again, we're not going to go crazy with this. We're going to keep it because we want to maintain what we already have. We just want to enhance the details and make it look a bit more photorealistic. As you can see, there's a bit more detail in the grass. The armor has more detail. Everything's a bit more detailed. It just looks a tiny bit better. Right, so we're going to download this image and we're going to import that into Runway ML, where we're going to add the motion to the image. Alright guys, so once we've imported this image into Runway ML, we can either choose image and description, motion brush, camera motion, so we can adjust the camera, we can use motion brush. Since there's like quite a lot of stuff happening, we're not going to use the brush, we're just going to type a prompt and see what happens. And let's see how this turned out. Not bad, not bad, usable. Not perfect, but I mean, eventually it's going to get there, right? So if you combine the different scenes, the human speaking, wider shots like this, close-up shots, different lenses, different focal lengths, different f-stops, with these tools, you will be able to create a viral video. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're going to experiment with these techniques or if you have any other techniques. Good luck.